Do you guys watch a YouTube channel called Adventure Van Man? Yeah, we don't really think of anybody as competitors. We're all kind of doing the same thing. So if you don't watch Adventure Van Man, follow him below, link in the description. Anyway, a couple of videos ago, he noticed some paw prints on his solar panels on top of his van. And we didn't notice the paw prints on the solar panels because we're not up there. However, check this out. If you look at our propane tank, there's some scuffs here, but if you look closely, those are clearly paw prints. And if you come up here on the top, a whole bunch of scuffs. These, I think, are paw prints, like, check that out. But then, one more thing, up here, paw print, down here, up there, even up, I mean, this is the one that really confuses me. Something tried to get up here. And it somehow got on the top of the propane tank. We're assuming it may have climbed up on our hitch, or maybe the bikes, then up here, and then this might have been his hind legs, and then his front legs were up here on the front of the Airstream. Obviously, we're not sure exactly what that critter was. We're assuming a raccoon or something big enough where his hind legs could be on our propane tank cover and his front legs could be on top of our Airstream. Not exactly sure what's going on.
What's even crazier is that had to have happened after the storm that we had this afternoon, because the
check that, it's the previous video, so
yeah.
There's a link up here or something.
Previous video, we had that big storm roll through. Airstream got soaked. There's no way any of that would have been there, and we didn't notice it until afterwards. So, somehow while we were in the Airstream during that storm, something was crawling around on the front of it. Weird.
All right, that's it for tonight. We're leaving tomorrow. We will catch up with you when we're hitching up. About ready to leave. One of our sensors on our wireless TPMS monitoring system has a bad battery, so we're not seeing that in the cab. Which is this guy here. They give you a little tool to take this off because you kind of have to get behind it, but I find that if you just do it quickly, you see a little bit of air escaped, but not much. And this is all it is. Takes a little battery on the inside, and Courtney's gonna do this because I don't want to go inside with dirty feet.
I need the little tool though. It can't open without it.
Oh, you need the tool. She needs the tool. Some people think that she married the tool. And I'm okay with this. All right. Altoids, inverter. Ah, here's the tool. This little guy.
This is what the sensor looks like. So, the way you replace the battery is you unscrew this outer piece. That comes off. That comes off. And now you have this little solid piece. You use the tool to hold onto it. And use the tool backwards. If you group onto that spot and then you twist, you're going to be able to take this inner piece apart, and that's what it looks like. The battery is actually inside here. You can kind of see it on the side here. So what you need to do is find where these wires are and push out from that side, because there's this big open side here, to get the battery out. I just used the same tool that it came with. Okay, and then carefully push, come on, the battery out. You got to remember which way the battery was in, so that when you put the new one in, you put it in the same way. Got the battery out. Now I open the new one. Now I put the new battery in the same way. So through that big open slot, you just slide it in. I push it in a little bit with the same tool, just to make sure it's fully seated. That looks good. Back on. Tighten it with the tool so it's nice and tight. Put the other caps back on, wrong way. There we go. And now it's ready to go back on the truck.
All right. Screw this guy back on. I find that if you get a finger behind it and you help turn it, it goes on nice and easy. There we go.
So the roads in this campground get pretty mucky, and it rained yesterday with that big storm. So we're actually going to turn around and not go around the whole loop, just to avoid some of that. So Steve should be pulling up to a bigger spot up here where this other rig is, and then turning around. A little bit in the weeds here.
You know how we don't cut out mistakes in Airstream Life? Well, we just made one. We thought that we were stuck in the mud, so I put it into 4-wheel drive, and that got us out, but check out this. Oh, good grief. Look at this.
Do we know what it is yet?
In case you haven't figured out what happened, and I don't necessarily blame you because I don't think I would have figured it out either if I was just watching this video, is our brake line got disconnected from the truck and the trailer. So when that happens, like if there's an emergency, that automatically activates the Airstream's brakes when that cable gets disconnected. And when I went in reverse and backed up into this spot,
It was a tight.
Yeah, the angle was a little bit too tight and it actually broke the cable away. It didn't break the cable, it just disconnected from the brake line. So that activated the Airstream's brakes. So when I put it into 4-wheel drive and pulled forward, it was literally dragging the back tire in the dirt.
At least it was dirt and not cement.
Yes.
That could have damaged our tire.
Yes, I just happened to look in the rearview mirror and saw this huge divot back here, and it's like, oh, I think the brakes are on.
What we mean, for those who don't know, what we mean by the brakes being gone is there's this breakaway cable we connect, and it actually got caught here in the Hensley and pulled out of here. I already put it back in. So this whole piece came out, and that is what made the brakes start up. So I just need to make sure this is nice and loose so that when we straighten back out, it's not gonna catch on anything, and then we should be good to go. Okay.
All right, we're looking good. Everything's straight.
Tires seem fine?
Tires seem fine. Once again, this is Alcova Lake. We like it a lot here, but we're going to Casper.